बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम, अस्सलामुअलैकुम, कैसे हैं आप? So objectives of current lecture. In today's lecture we are going to discuss empirical relationships among mean, median and mode. Remember that mean, median and mode, these are the most commonly used measures of central tendency, and there is a relationship between the three. So we will discuss that relationship, which is very important, and we can use that relationship to calculate different measures of central tendency. Suppose we are provided with mean and median, then we can use that relationship to calculate mode, or if we are provided with median and mode, then we can calculate mean, or if we are provided with mean and mode, then we can use that relationship to calculate median. So it means if any of these three measures of central tendency are given, so we can find the third one using the empirical relationship. And then we will discuss percentiles, quartiles and deciles. Actually percentiles, quartiles, deciles, they are collectively called quantiles. So sometimes we divide the data into several parts. So if we divide the data into 100 equal parts, then each part is called a percentile. So similarly, if we divide the data into 4 equal parts, then each part is called quartile, and if we divide the data into 10 equal parts, then each part is called a decile. So let's start. So the empirical relationship among the mean, median and mode. In case of symmetrical distributions, mean equals median equals mode. So if we have a symmetric distribution, then the value of mean, median and mode will be same. So remember that the bell-shaped curve or normal distribution is a symmetrical distribution. So here is the bell curve, which represents the normal distribution. So the highest probability or the peak we have here mean, at the same value we have mode, and at the same value we have the median. So this value at this point, this value of the distribution is the same, is the mean as well as the median as well as the mode. So mean, median and mode is same if the distribution is symmetric. So another example of symmetric distribution is the uniform distribution. Remember that the uniform distribution gives us equal probability or same area throughout. So we can see that this represents the same area. So here at the middle we have the mean, median and mode. So mean, median and mode, median. So mean, median, mode, they coincide when we have a symmetric distribution. So this is uniform distribution, which is an example of symmetric distribution, a special case of symmetric distribution. This is normal distribution, also called bell-shaped distribution. This is also a special case of symmetric distribution. So in case of symmetric distribution, symmetric mean equally spreaded around the middle line, mean line. This middle line is also called the mean line. So if the distribution is symmetric, then the value of mean, median and mode coincide. But when the distribution is not symmetric, if a distribution is not symmetric, then it means it is not equally spreaded around the middle line or mean line. So then it is called asymmetric distribution, or it is also called skewed distribution. So if it is positively skewed, so then mean is greater than median, and median is greater than mode. And if it is negatively skewed, then mean is less than median, and which is less than mode. So for positively skewed distribution, we can draw it here. So positive mean, right tail is longer than the left tail. So here mean will be somewhat here. Here we will have median and here mode. So mean, median and mode. Remember that this value is largest as compared to other two. So mean is greater than median, whereas median is larger than the mode. This is mode. So, but if the distribution is negatively skewed, for negatively skewed, we have left tail longer than the right tail, and here this position is the highest probability or peak. This represents mode. Here in the middle we have median, and somewhat here we will have the mean. So in this case mean is less than median, which is less than mode. So for positively skewed, median lies in between mean and mode. So mean greater than median, which is greater than mode, so it means mean is also greater than mode. So median is the least value, whereas mean is the highest value. It means mean is taking the largest value among the three. Similarly here, in case of negatively skewed, mean less than median, less than mode, so mean is taking the least value as far as these three measures of central tendency are concerned, and mode is the largest value among the three. So this is the general case. In case of symmetric, all are same. In case of asymmetric or skewed distribution, we have two cases. For positively skewed, mean is greater than median, which is greater than mode. For negatively skewed, mean is less than median, less than mode. So according to a famous statistician, Karl Pearson, in case of moderately skewed or we can say moderately asymmetrical distributions, the value of mean, median and mode have the following empirical relationship. So according to this relationship, mode is equal to 3 times median minus 2 times mean. So this is the empirical relationship between the three measures of central tendency. So if the distribution is moderately skewed, so skewed to the right or moderately skewed to the left, so or in other words we can say that it is moderately asymmetric, so then this relationship will hold, that mode is 3 times median minus 2 times mean. So we can simplify this relationship further in order to get an alternative form. So here we have the last term minus 2 times mean, so we can write it as minus 3 mean plus 1 times mean. So minus 3 plus 1, we get again this minus 2 times mean. So just writing this minus 2 means into in this form, minus 3 mean plus 1 times mean, and then shifting this 3 mean and 3 median term to left hand side. So here we have minus sign with 3 mean, so shift it to left hand side, we get plus 3 mean, and then here we have plus 3 median, shift it to left hand side, we get minus 3 median, and on right hand side we are left with only this mean. So shift this mode from left hand side to right hand side. So here we have plus sign, no sign with mode. If there is no sign with any expression, so it means we have plus sign. So here mode has plus sign, when it is shifted to right hand side we will put minus sign here. So in next step, you can see that 3 is occurring in each of these two terms. So we can take 3 common. So 3 is taken as common. So we are left with mean minus median. And on right hand side we have mean minus mode as it is. Now shift this mode to left hand side. It is with minus sign. When it is shifted to left hand side we get plus sign, and shift this full expression to right hand side. So here we have plus sign. When it is shifted to right hand side we get minus sign. So this is an alternative formula which is actually mathematically same as this original relationship. So we can use this formula or this alternative form. So simplifying it further, from this relationship we can derive mean minus mode equals 3 times median. Actually, just from this step write this expression. So mean minus mode here and 3 times mean minus median. So we get an alternative expression. So similarly we can also write it from this side, that just shift this 3 to this left hand side. So from this we can see that 3 is being multiplied with mean minus median. So when it is shifted from this side to left hand side, so mean minus mode will be divided by this number 3, or from here we can write 1 by 3 times mean minus mode. So on right hand side we are left with only mean minus mode median. So just shift this 3 to left hand side, we get 1 by 3, or just writing this thing in reverse form. So mean minus median is equal to 1 by 3 times mean minus mode. So these are the 3 forms of the same relationship, or we can say that from this actual relationship, actual main equation, we have derived the 2 alternative versions. So these alternative versions are usually used in order to solve different types of questions. So mathematically all the 3 versions, they lead to same result, or they are the same. So let us consider an example. So given the median 20.6 and the mode 26, so question is calculate or find the mean. So we have the empirical relationship that mode is equal to 3 times median minus 2 times mean. So here we can write it as just shift this minus 2 times mean to left hand side. So it will be plus 2 times mean, and on right hand side we are left with 3 median, and then shift this mode from left hand side to right hand side. So put a minus sign. So 3 median minus mode, this is equal to 2 times mean. But since we have to calculate only mean, so shift this 2 which is being multiplied with mean to right hand side. So it means this right hand side will be multiplied with 1 over 2. So now once we have this relationship, so note that this is derived from the main empirical relationship. So once we have this relationship, just replace the values of median and mode. So median is 20.6, so just replace by its value, and then mode is 26, so replace mode by its value. So 3 into 20.6 we get 61.8 minus 26 as it is. So 61.8 minus 26 we get 35.8, divided by 2 we get 17.9. So we can see that by using this relationship we can calculate arithmetic mean if the information about the median and mode is provided. So this formula, the empirical relationship, is very useful in calculating the third measure of central tendency when any other two measures are given.